Hello, lads and ladies. My name is David. I'm a god Barista, and welcome to a new stream video whenever you're watching this. Why? I was streaming, right? I didn't dream bad, right? What the fuck happened? Good for me, apparently I didn't stream. So, you all didn't see how embarrassingly I speedrun through a part that I forgot, but I didn't play, that I didn't save. Yeah. That's the truth of it all. Anyway, we still gonna save one more time, just because we can. Update. Lilim receiving mysterious messages. It looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Yorin, the anchor from your popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Loves. You're special to me. You're everything to me. Time to become one. White noise intensifies. End of transmission. Developing. The fuck? This is creepy. Spooky. Or a made-up story. True. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. 80 lives. That's not as much as I would have guessed, honestly. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. The function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. I wonder if she's among those 80. Beds. It's a dark fawn. Well, that's understandable. Until I forgot to press. Come on. Stream info. Why does it look like I'm not playing at all? Weird. Anyways, model warrior Julianne returns this February. The classic magical girl show Model Warrior Julianne is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Ah! Just like my throat. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential services, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Is that a tear? The cat. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Danger you. I really started hating you for some reason. Is anyone interesting here? Became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a real solid product. I am much better than the E. Oh. I mean, I already love my coffee, but that one is really especially great. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid card. Are they still forcing 6'6" American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's going to face Yusuke at the Dome show. Oh, why don't they push the Great Decade instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke. Random comment. Who's hyped for a women's championship? That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good. Just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. Wrestling is fake. That's kind of the point of it. Oh, and one of the stories I'm reading, which is called The Strongest Florist. Wow, and manhwa or manga series that is not like.
I got my laptop back, baby.
Yay! Toast to him! Finally. Anyways, what I want to say, in one of the stories that I'm reading, it's about a guy who is the son of a bodybuilder, and his bodybuilder dad really wants him to be a bodybuilder himself. I mean, he already dragged him to the gym since he was a child, so he is really fucking ripped. But he really wants to be a florist.
Also, only the CPU of my PC needs to be delivered.
Hey, then you can finally make your godforsaken PC. To continue my thought, because he really wants to play to be a florist, he just starts an MMORPG where he starts where he does nothing but look at flowers and, I don't know, plant flowers, does flower shit and whatnot. And he happens to come across elves, and the elves really love him because he just loves flowers and he smells like flowers, and elves love flowers. So he basically becomes the leader. Yeah, the thing is, not like he does. If you know,
stressful for me.
If you know the series with the girl that puts all her stats on defense because she doesn't want to get hurt. I don't know how that's called again. But it's basically like this, because he stumbles into situation and another situation and whatnot, and because of his unconventional way of dealing with shit, he just succeeds for no reason. And it, yeah, I know it's for real the name, but there's a shorter name for it. I just forgot. Bufuri was the shorter name. But because he always ends up doing something really weird. He always ends up succeeding. For example, he just happens to become the kingdom of a lost king. He just happens to become the king of a lost kingdom. He just happens to be friends with the elves. He just happens to befriend the Tower of Magic in this game. he just happens to be also really close to criminal organizations and to be even more demonic than the fucking demons in this game. It's so fun. And because he had an unconventional start, he didn't get it. He never came into the beginner town. So at some point he visited the beginner town because some of the NPC nobles wanted to talk to him. So it's a little bit of Log Horizon as well. And he becomes friends with one of the strongest character in the entire game, who is a human, and he's part of a beginner town. And when they do wrestling, he literally proposes, oh yeah, if people want to have a weapon from the dwarves that happen to live in my area, then they need to perform, when they need to show fight. Like, if they fight seriously, they're not getting this favor. If they fight, well, like you would in a wrestling game, they get their favor granted. And in the end, he and this super strong NPC decide to make a giant fucking show out of it. And it's so dumb. A mountain hermit suddenly joins in. 3 of the elves join in. Dark magicians join in. Everything. And it's become such a giant fucking mess. And it's all just show. But it's so fucking funny. Because everybody gets into it. Except for the main character. Who is just like, why the fuck are we doing this even? It's so funny. I love it. Anyways. How are you doing, Toast? Amazing how I know all of the words and yet understand nothing. Understandable. Monster Girl Tirari. Can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphic, innovative and addictive battle system. Fun dating minigames, cute girls. That fucking music. Is that the goat? Don't know. Do you like the goat girl? Heh. I'm going to marry a goat. It's an alright game. 8 out of 10 most. Shit game. Nah, it's not a shitty game. It's a shitty game for idiot wife bots like you. Oh. Yeah, same thing. But I'm saying Genshin Impact is not the best game, but it's really good for what it's trying to be. Then there are often people who are just like, oh no, it's just this and that. And then of course it is, but it's distinct enough. And there's it got advertised as a Breath of the Wild clone. And nowadays, when you play it, it doesn't feel nothing like Breath of the Wild anymore. It doesn't even look like it. It doesn't even have the same graphics. It has a similar style of graphics, which means that it's simplistic, which is the only reason why you can play it on your smartphone. But the entire art style is completely different. Actually, waifu, that game meme would die. Are you seriously? Yeah, that makes sense. Stupid game, pandering to idiot. What's there to discuss? Are we being raided by normies? Normies, fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. That's a Reddit thread. That's why I hate Danger You, because it's literally just Reddit. Sounds fun. It's for nerds, of course. So because I don't want to read another Reddit thread, invisible guns, I think they'll use it for cute patterns. Huh. Anyways, I'm really excited to go to work now. I clicked shop. Why did I click shop? Go to work. December 4th! It's Christmas! Anyway, good evening. Ah, hey Jill. How are you feeling? Won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird, coming from the owner of the bar. Everything from here would come out of... Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us. The dogs, you invited Titty Hacker, Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting, but more the merrier. I could, but bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Good. Ah, no. Perfect. Perfect. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. How many characters? Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does the place make people get lost so easily? I should have called it... I should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right, when you see building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell, I have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Right. A girl asked for a Brantini. The little freaks me out. December client, whatnot, humans. I'm trying to find something about this. Nicole Shin. She's called Nicole Shin. What the hell? Ingram McDowell. But not reoccurring characters, are they? No. Who the fuck are you? Okay, none of that is actually helpful. I'm sorry. We're gonna make it the big one, because why the fuck not? But can we make it a big one? I have no idea. We can! Ooh, nice. Mixed. I never made a big Brantini as far as I know. Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vala for the time being. And your little friend is? Essentia. I get it, you're cosplaying too. Sure, let's go with that. What? Have you heard of a game called Y2K Bartender? The cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions by 6 different companies this year. That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost in the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under her skirt. No, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Vella asked for a fluffy dream. We give her a fluffy dream. I mean, it sounds like... It's not fluffy. Even though I can't imagine what a... fluffy... drink sounds... would taste like. Aged and mixed. Here. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously, well, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss, Diddy, R&B. I'm coming. You see, Diddy is a 1970s purist. He has taste people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got taste. Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tastes. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be bad. You should go check on him, though. Right, thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform. Oh, I'm just overthinking it. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey, Dorothy. Oh, hey, honey. Are you okay? I just kinda wandered in here and guess I'm a bit distracted. Can let him just wander? I mean, sure, why not? In my opinion. I don't know that much, man. Can I get you something? A sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Seems down. She asked for sugar rush. Hadn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? Dorothy! Go for 24th. Piano woman. I mean, I like her. I like her. Let's go with Van. That is a lot of stuff for one thing. I mean, why not? Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano whenever you feel like celebrating? Or were feeling down? I did? Wait, I did! Yeah, I actually remember such a thing. You're so sweet. I was half expecting her to say that she meant a literal piano woman. Glad I was wrong. I mean... You have probably the holiest robot in front of you, so why not? So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turned out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who need my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if a client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a bit. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you know more about it? Do you want to tell me more about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem, then. You were sad, and that's all I need to know. Sorry for the loss, though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you Lilim really understand death? Sorta, kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So our concept of mortality might be different. We don't have fear of death, though. Wait, you do or you don't? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death, and we don't wish it to anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole free laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can't protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed on some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the law some writer imagined over 100 years ago. I mean, sure? They did make sense to a certain degree, though. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very law of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit. Well, maybe his mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know? It's a tad small though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I figured if he ever got lost, at least I want to be able to yell, 4! It happened once. You'd be surprised how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay. Yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? A little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I'd like. Something girly, sweet, sugar. Okay then. What would Dorothy order? WWDO. What would Jesus do? I love that. Anyway, Sugar Rush. Let's give you a big one because I know that you like alcohol. I mean, I'm gonna throw as much alcohol in it as I can anyways, but that's beside the point.
Hola.
Oh, Creative, how are you doing? But wait, a small thing. I now finally managed to do some things to make some things work. So, for example, if you go on, if you use the,
I'm sick and dying, Crawley.
if you use the points to use the explosion thing, this happens. I love it too much. Sick and dying? Why? Tell me about it. What happened to you? Who hurt you? Surf. Here you are. This one's pretty basic, huh? First string ever created on the system, still a favorite of the people up till today. Can't blame him.
I have a really bad cold, but that's the curse I bear for walking outside in the cold too much.
Well. I mean, I do it once in a while too. Even though it's not really that cold anymore now, and it's just moody. I still can't believe you actually remember what I said about the piano woman. It's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know? I've wondered for a while though, why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course. Coming in? Why else would I come if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. Thank you. There's also the bar, the way it's insulated from the noise of the city. It's really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. A win-win situation.
Oh, I've done it for like multiple days and it must be even like a build-up or SMTH, then it hit me like a truck a day ago.
Yeah. This stuff has like an incubation time. Like when you
mention America's Arctic Blast.
You're also from America. I'm in Germany. So I have no idea how it is in America right now. I just know it gets moody recently. And not really that cold. It was cold for a while. Not too long though. One day it was like really fucking annoying. Like blitz ice everywhere. It was a nightmare. And blitz ice usually only happens when it's not really cold enough for snow, but cold enough for ice. So for dormant water to freeze. Know what I mean? I see. What's weird to see you down though, especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down really.
30 degrees Fahrenheit for parts of it.
Can you calculate that in Celsius? Because I have no idea. I have no concept of Fahrenheit in my head. Well, I wasn't down really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Like what? Well, my mom, Guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. Just type. You know what? I'm just typing it into Google. Minus 30 Fahrenheit in Celsius.
Degrees Celsius.
That is a lot. And a lot more than I expected. That is hardcore. Like, how the fuck even... Where do you live? I'm a North Pole or something? Well, my mom, Guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian. That whole thing about someone taking care of a little after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just... But I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. I always try to keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So what's wrong with your guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Dead daughter? I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't though, or at least not consciously. At times she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. If she felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time, my job involves role-playing. A daughter, a student, some helpless kid. The fact that you're still a sex robot makes this even worse. But wait, what state are you living in, Creative? If it's that fucking cold there. Mine's 34, I can't imagine that. I think we had that once. That was ages ago, I don't know.
At least at ISNT degrees in Kelvin, Kelvin 0 is absolute 0.
I had a weird and dumb theory that because the more something comes, the colder something the colder something is, the more its time stands still, basically. Which is the logic that in absolute 0 is where time itself freezes. So my dumb idea was, which doesn't make any fucking sense, but I actually upset a friend of mine once because I said that, and I was so annoyed that she didn't even try to entertain the idea. I knew it was ridiculous, but come on. But I said, what if it was minus Kelvin and things suddenly start moving backwards? Like, in order to reverse time, you have to just break the Kelvin scale on a negative level, and then just turn back time, basically. It sounds so dumb in my head, and everything else, but I kind of love this idea. Yeah, I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that roleplayed as little girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attributes. What's the problem with your guardian then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter. But seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me. I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you try talking with her? How so? Telling her just what you said to me. Clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about talking to her about that.
Dakota, though. A northern state.
That might be more northern than Germany. But yeah, Europe in general is relatively warmer than America, as far as I know. Because the seawater around here. Well, we don't have seawater here in the region where I am, but just general Europe I'm talking about. Is getting heated up from a stream that stays for a really, really long time at the equator. And that drags a shitload of really warm water upwards, which coincidentally, obviously, then heats up the water in around Europe, which heats up the entire continent, basically. Which is why it is actually really hard to have like really deep minus temperatures here, unless you're living like in the northern, where you're almost already almost about to meet Santa Claus.
I forget what that stream was called because we went over this in World Geography years ago.
Yeah, I forgot that too. I think it's the I forgot the name. I literally forgot the name. I never really thought about talking to her about that. It doesn't sound like something you just bring up though. Keep it in mind at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well then, I'm taking my break. Oh, I'm leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You wanna come?
I'm using
Really?
years ago hyperbolically.
I have no idea what you mean with years ago. I'm just taking it as an exaggeration. I don't know how it actually is called. Really? If you don't mind talking in a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. I've done worse in LAs. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Alright. It's Merry Christmas, but we didn't even do one fucking good thing. It's not safe to keep playing. And by the way, what I also want to show you. Like now, I automated that thing, and you can pet my stuff. It stepped on its own, and it started on its own. It's really fun. I love it. I'm so proud that I actually managed to do this. It's so dumb. Well, it's not in general dumb. It's actually a good thing, but it's dumb how happy I am about this. You know what I mean? Want one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl? I always am. Innocence, however, isn't never met entirely. But anyway, thanks. No, smoking seriously messes with my air filters and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Graham. She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know. I never asked really. Are you okay? I'm reading Fear, or is that Surprise? It's hard to say. I'm fine.
How you were talking about Kelvin, I believe the theoretical tachyon particle that sci-fi loves to use would go so fast it would go through time, as it is a theoretical particle that goes faster than light.
Once someone told me that there is something that moves faster than light, but that is basically the stuff that every matter is made out of. Basically like the Higgs particle. But everything is somehow made out of something even smaller, which is so obscure if you think about it. It's like you can go infinitely deeper into and break it down even further and further and further. So technically, if something on a much smaller scale than light itself, obviously, is able to move a little faster than light, that would make sense. Oh. Suddenly have... Hello, Diamond!
The smallest thing we've discovered is called a quark.
Diamond, I have to show you something. Because you can do that. Because now you can do that on Twitch. Like here, I'm petting Color because it petted me before.
I can't see Diamond. YAAA, is there a new person on Twitch?
Ah, it's creative. You know creative. He's just not here that often. So you probably just don't recognize him. And yeah, creative. Diamond is currently on YouTube because she has a better quality on there.
From where? I don't remember.
From Twitch.
I am sorry, creative.
I'm fine. Wait, Red? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time.
Back was when I was here a lot. Wait, I am coming to Twitch.
Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Yeah, no surprise, she's not wrong though. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So what's your legal name then? Rebecca Dorothy...
UAAA, then I must have seen you.
Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. A bit of a mouthful, if you ask me.
I had a different name too. Head pat to you would. But AL.
Yay! Thank you! So Dorothy actually your second name? Should I call you something like Becky then?
Hey, what was the old name?
People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name and they always get caught. I just skipped a lot of things and I'm so sad. What was my first surname actually? When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as a last name. Shortly after I joined the household, they separated.
Oh, no, I don't remember, sorry, but now we can meet again.
So I was left with his name first. Hold on, so your real name in short would be Rebecca Willow. Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it if you ask me.
I think we have DMS in Discord.
Yeah, might be, because Diamond is one of those people who just writes everybody. She's worse than Morse, who truly writes everybody.
Oh damn.
Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it. It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden.
Wait, what is your name in Discord?
Well, that was anger just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird. How can you end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours? I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He kept calling me Cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us minded though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That and it's complicated. That and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But thinking about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. Yeah, you see that all the time. That's the problem with. That's the only problem with this weird, for example, Black Ariel thing. No one has a problem that she's actually black. The only problem is that she does not look even remotely like how you have Ariel in your hand when you think about Ariel. That's the only problem. It's not it has nothing to do with her ethnicity whatsoever. Whatever.
I also have my own god title in the Discord LMAO cause I requested that. Tax evasion.
So it's a character, but people also are going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay? It sounds too far-fetched. I want to add more sounds now that I'm finding out how to make it fucking work. Or make more stuff like that. Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all of your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye.
Whoa,
Water? Water. Got my drink ready. Need to remember to buy more cigars. Commencing simulation. Please remain calm. The end has arrived. We cannot save you. End of the line. This is the moment we've been waiting for. You call it a warning. This is the war. Anyway, I drank something. Back! Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year, not really, no. Alright. Going out. I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match, he must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey, Say. Oh, good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. But... worrying? How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Rhinish! I see you jump a channel. Anyways. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I want to come here for a while.
Where is Ryan?
Well, I just saw he joined the Twitch channel. I don't know if he just wants to lurk, though, so I probably shouldn't have said that. I probably should have waited for him to actually write something. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. I've also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, though she just suggested taking him with me. I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold for Say. I mean, humans say as a geary 20. You know what I'm gonna do again, right? On the rocks. Sunshine cloud. Good. Wait. Anyways, by the way, I already said that I'm gonna stream Palworld at some point, and I have one thing that I have to say here, that is that the main reason why I hate this game already is that I will probably have way too much fun with it. You have no idea how many humans we're going to butcher. Yes, you can butcher things in there. Here. Yeah, this is the one. Why drink something cold when the water outside is so cold too? It's not the cold. It's not that cold actually. But I've always had a decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference. So, Sola isn't with you today? He's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party? Alright, you're just gone. Sorry. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. I can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want to have a good time. But I want you to have a good time. I don't know. I can't see him on the thing, and I haven't, and I can't see him on the Twitch chatters, which are all shown on my end. So it could also be that it just doesn't show that, because sometimes when people it doesn't show it. I made a, by the way, before I started streaming, I made a espresso cubano. Specifically, I made an espresso cubano macchiato, because I made it with a little bit of milk. The thing is, it is such a delight to make that, and it was so fun because I put so much fucking sugar in it. Espresso cubano is basically you prepare everything for a coffee. Best obviously something with high pressure, like a normal espresso machine or my espresso can. And when you put on top of your coffee grinds, you put a little bit of sugar on it, and also press it, of course. And this time I put on it like double or 3 times the sugar I usually did the last time that I made this, and it tastes so good. All I want right now is to make another one, but I don't want to stand up and make another coffee. Oh, I love my coffee creations. I mean, that's why I'm a barista, ain't I? How was your day, by the way? Tell me all about it. For I need psychological stimulation. Yeah. I mean, today in the morning, for example, I made another espresso cubano macchiato, specifically. Macchiato just basically means impure or dirty. So, espresso macchiato is basically just a dirtied espresso where you put some milk in it. And the latte macchiato is basically just some milk that you dirtied with espresso. See? That's what.
Just saying random words for coffees at this point.
But the thing is, espresso cubano is basically an espresso where you put sugar on top of the coffee grinds. That's an espresso cubano. That's just facts, bro. That's just facts, bro. Anyways, I made this today, and it was good. It wasn't as good as the one that I had before, because I just love sugar.
I can't understand this coffee gibberish.
Doesn't matter. Just listen to me. Just listen to me a little bit. To my very, very calming and pleasing voice. With this very, very calming melody in the background. Anyways, I made that one, and I enjoyed it. And then I thought to myself, I don't want to drink the exact same coffee again. So I make a different one. And I looked around like what doesn't take too much time, because I have to go to work in like half an hour.
But we love listening Gerpo talking about his coffee hobbies, BC he being happy.
And so I looked at on my shelf and saw, oh yeah, I still have the AeroPress that I basically never use, because I pitted it against the the best tasting coffee things I have. Which is kind of unfair, of course, when you pity something like this against something that has just proven the test of time for millennia. It's a little bit harsh, so I know I did a very harsh thing.
Making whole concoctions, but they sound good.
So I thought, yeah, right, but Reinish loves the AeroPress. Even though I don't like it that much, Ryan loves the AeroPress, so why not? Let's give it another try. I unscrewed the thing. I poured hot water on it. I actually boiled water. I poured the freshly boiled water basically on it. Then I let the.
I gotta go back to my workout.
Wait, let me at least finish my thing. Could I can't interrupt my train of thought because I
Bye, love all of you.
No, I want to finish my train of thought before I can say goodbye.
Okay, me wait.
Anyways, put the hot water on it, then let the water for a while rest. Then I put like 3 measurement cups of my coffee grinds in it, which is like usually 1 measurement cup is like 2 OZ, 2 ounces. But I like my coffee strong, so I usually go with 2.5 to 3. So it's probably like 6 ounces, which is much more than you usually should use, as far as I know. I don't know anymore. I'm currently doing. Anyways, I then put water on it. Put water on it. Put the finger on it. Stir it a little bit. Then put this thing on it that you have to press in order to press it down. You know, so that it doesn't flow to the bottom, which it does really fucking fast.
If Duru was here, she would translate. I miss Duru.
I miss Duru too. Because the water just flows down really fucking fast. When I pressed through it, and the first sip.
My Turkish, I miss her.
But I took a sip, and because I drank the espresso cubano macchiato before, I had such a strong coffee taste in my mouth that this AeroPress tastes like nothing. But because my taste bud got more relaxed a little bit more, the more I drank it, the more taste came through. So, it ain't that bad. It's just ain't that strong as I used to. So, and now because I finally finished my rant. Good night, Diamond.
What family of languages does that belong to?
I have no idea. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers now, Honor. I hatte Show haben, wenn du welche machst.
You're a Malfi, I guess.
Ich hab tatsächlich extra nur die Hälfte genommen, weil ich gedacht habe,
Wenn schon so geil riecht, Mann. Dural Altai. Nicht während ich streame. Nicht während ich streame. Danach schon, aber Valhalla braucht ja nicht lang. Eier kann man auch kalt essen.
I think Turkish is in Euro.
Wait. Brachbaum.
I listened to literature class. Yeah, it's working. LFHSLXGSS.
Okay, I'll take. Yeah, I'll take. I never heard that word before. I swear. I just want to say, yeah, it says old I'll take or something. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers now, Honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members.
I know Uralic Germanic Altaic. I like learning the family so I can connect languages for my world conquering. Shame on me. Literature teacher coming to whoop my ass.
Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Huh. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child.
English belongs to
German. English belongs to Germanic language. To the Germanic language tree. It has some influence with a Latin language tree,
Germanic.
but only partially. But that's also where a few huge things come from. Like, for example, that they have the word capital, that they have the words.
English looks like the side production of German anyways, it's like the easy way German.
Emerald Guardian girl? Thank you for joining in. How are you doing today?
Like Finnish is Uralic despite the surrounding countries being Germanic.
Christmas, Easter, Halloween. Name a party and she's most likely celebrates big. Interesting. By the way, I already said bye, Diamond. If you want to go, then go. If not, you're free to stay for as long as you want to. I mean, seriously, you're free to stay as long as you want to. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one actively looking for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Same here. I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say.
You should stay to spite him. Oh yes, I got a GOOO bot skashnos. Bye, I love all of you. Take care, sleep well, me hug. Bye bye.
Bye, Diamond. Have a good time.
What is that accent?
What? My accent? I don't know. Guess. Guess my accent. Because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute to me. Ah, you have no idea. You have no idea, say. I'm a tad too ripped. But seriously, I love to see people guess
I have no
guess
clue.
that. Ah, fuck. Fuck, I skipped dialogue. Well, I don't have the heaviest one. I know people that like where that sounds so horrible while that, and I know that I still have it a little bit in that matter. In that horrible matter, but it is German. It is Germania. German. Ah, thank you. I like my hat too. One of the only things I actually tried to put some effort into it. Which sounds so bad. Wachstum über alles. They're too, breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you'd look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. But she does have one. She stresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean.
Question.
Yes? Tell me about it. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Oh, I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no
More
idea.
of a Sonic or Mario fan.
Both? Well, it depends. Because I love high-speed bullshit. I love being fast, so I love Mario. I love Sonic in this case, basically. For example, I love Sonic Unleashed. I love Sonic Frontiers. But I also love Mario, like seriously. I played and I let's played Mario Wonders not too long ago. I still am planning to playing Mario Odyssey at some point. But it's always a dumb weird question because yeah, creative, you already write your fan fictions, do you? Now it's so weird to compare because one is more about precision, the other one is more about fast. Yeah, good one.
Not what I meant.
Yes, but that is what you meant, creative. I know your brain. Anyways, if you're a Sonic fangirl, do you want to be my girlfriend? But wait, no, they call me the Rizzler. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It just shot into my hand.
I mean Sonic X Mario fan FICS.
Then stop talking about it. If you really didn't mean it. And I'm sorry, Emerald. I'm calling you Emerald now. Or Emerald.
No.
No. No to my proposal, or to the fact that that I'm one of those cringe peoples that do that once in a while. You have honor? What the fuck? Weird. I thought you sold that like ages ago. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I have to finish this game. Not today. We're just finishing the night. We still have so many nights to go. What the fuck? I mean, I've seen her before. And after she tucks them away. But I guess I never cared enough to ask for specifics. But also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills. They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough, why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kinda likes having that size. She takes a bus ride after her mom. Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. If you didn't know, Faye currently talking about a friend. Do girls actually talk about stuff like that? I have so many questions. Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding Jacob or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather the look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. It's so strange to read all of this.
I've ran into so many people who are very cringy, but I will always think of it as a good thing.
Aw, thank you. Anyways, I use that as a possibility to ignore Creative's answer. And I think it was 176 last time I measured. 1 meter and 76. So that's as far as I know my current height. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boost would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do! Give me a sec. Something non-alcoholic for... say. I think it's Camotrine is for alcohol, and frothy water does not have alcohol, which is good.
Curse you and your metric system.
I'm sorry.
Being cringy is so much better than being plain.
Ah, I'm also plain. I can fly wherever I want.
I did the math ALR though.
I'm so sorry. Let's go with that. Wait, can I make this even bigger? I want to know if that's possible.
I agree with Gerpo being cringy.
No! You fucking bastard! Oh, I can make only double size or no size? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, now I feel betrayed.
I'm hitting slightly. Don't cry, you're going to make me cry.
What do you mean I'm not crying? By the way, where are you from, Emerald? I can. Here, thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at least, at the very least, makes my leg go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest.
Man, I really love my frothy water. Louisiana.
Ah! Another American. Okay. Creative, you're not alone anymore. Makes you wonder what's so good. It makes you wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I'm wondering myself a bit all the time. And then I'm getting drunk and forgot why I worry about this.
Curse those Americans, says the American.
Yeah. Fail the imperial system. 3 cheeseburgers per unit. This joke is so old, I'm so sorry. But I recently found a really fun subreddit. Well, it's sometimes fun. It has either amazing or really terrible memes. And it's everything but metric system. And it's so fun. Some of those memes are really fucking funny. Like there's, for example, one from Germany even. About like, oh yeah, this thing weighs this and that much. And then it says like, 1 Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. And 1 this and that plus this and that. And it's so dumb, but it's so funny. Because that's an actual sign. In a German elevator. So it's not just Americans doing this. Come on. It's funny as fuck. I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. It always depends on how and who you're doing it with. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier, and it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself?
I don't diss on people just because they're not from America.
I'm not dissing on people. I'm dissing on everybody. That's the thing. I write equality in really, 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 really big letters. Everybody gets their fucking share. And if you want it or not. I mean, I'm constantly making biases as myself. Constantly. But also have the weird, some weird mental illness and shit.
198 centimeters, yawning face, yawning face.
I weigh 198 centimeters. That makes absolutely no sense. What's so good about... Sorry, I have to continue this line of thought because I actually had some really funny thing in my head. What's so good about not being able to control yourself?
Wow, okay, I see how it is.
Well, I don't know. It's just... Toast porn. Toast. I mean, a dumb thing that actually happened.
24 gallons, yawning face.
I mean, Emerald, a thing that actually happened. Like, you have this meme, there's this general meme, like, that people in America and a handful of other countries can only drink once they're 21. In Germany, you can drink when you're 16 years old, but you can drink only things like, for example, beer and wine. Because usually, like, normal beer and normal wine has, like, only up to 16% alcohol. And you're allowed to drink things with 16% alcohol when you are 16 or 80% alcohol. But you're not allowed to drink hard liquors or spirits. You can only drink that when you're 18, like 2 years later. And with no joke, I thought it was so funny. But every time I think back to this, it was so funny. I was 15 years old. I was drinking, I was sitting around with my uncle and my father, and they were both drinking a beer. And my uncle then put down a bottle right in front of me and said, "Go, drink." And I was like, but I don't want to. Like, I hated the taste of alcohol, and he literally tried to force me to drink. So okay, I drank that beer. I still didn't really understand why people like it so much. I recently had a really good one though, but that's a different story. And his excuse was, "Come on, everybody starts drinking when they're 15. It was funny as fuck. From now's perspective. And later on, he said, "Come on, bring another 2 beer." I brought 2 beers. I both opened them because I'm just nice like that. And I gave one to my uncle, and I gave one to my father. And my father was just like, "Why? I still have mine." And my uncle just grinned really widely at me and said, "You opened it, now you have to drink it." I was like, "You bastard." Oh, it was so funny. What do you mean, no? Sorry, I thought it was funny. But we also have a really weird sense of humor in Germany. So weird that sometimes people say that we don't have one. Well, as a German, I can definitely see why. What's it good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people feel like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. I mean, weed is an option. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. What about an ugly side of nobody deserves to be part of? There's also a matter of addiction, you know?
It's funny but a little different than Americans.
How so? Tell me about it. You start just liking drinks, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy, it will just be me, boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, they'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now, with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I've never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with plan B, why not just take it with plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from high school, or even from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Understandable. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after the hell of an Apollo Trust. The bank, yeah.
I'm going to let you go and maybe I'll see you again sometime.
No! How dare you!
Right! 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 Well, at least you can do is subscribe or something, you know?
Why am I talking like this? This voice is only funny when I'm doing weird sounds. Anyways, well, you could think of subscribing to me if you want, so you can join in next time when I'm here. Which will probably be for Vtuber. And I can finally start the freaking Dredge DLC. I was waiting so long for it. That's not something that you can just throw away easily. Anyways, have a nice day. Chilly. Have a good time, wherever you go. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The bounty count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? Alright. Something strong. Maybe have something manly? What? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yay! No. VA11. Art Fun Delay. That's his actual name? What the fuck? I'm strong and manly. Okay, good. Type. Manly. No, manly. Blast. Spicy, manly, strong. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tuck, tuck. That's a weird one. I mean, sure or not, it wouldn't be my choice, but it's still a choice, so it is something. Bad people, for some reason, want. Oh, I never saw that. It's all blended. Okay. And how was your day? Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl in crimson something? I'm tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by BTC property laws. The walls are soundproof. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then, wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative. Bastard. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Carnivania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes the reaction, and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Aha. Well, it turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. Did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was asking the contract, who was making the contact, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Cobalt velvet for our little detective.
Sure. If you think that's a good idea.
Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the rocks and mixed. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway? Keep in mind all the risks you told me last time. He told me he wanted to see you again one last time, or at the very least deliver her a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie, you made your point. Even when I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. Couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contracts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So, how's the search going? Very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to the her from before, the bank incident, though she seemed slower somehow. Compared to the her from before. Ah, okay. Either she let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. Grinding? What did you grind for? Don't say you didn't actually learn and play Genshin. Disappointed. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, better go back to work before your trail goes cold. Please come again. Now you come back and now we're done. Fun. Are you done? Yeah, okay then. Okay then.
The newswoman looks hot.
Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand, the bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best, we're having a party after all. Alright. Where's school, by the way?
And why is she questioning a rabbit?
He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was. She stored all of our things in his house because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see.
You, a guy is selling animals.
I'd buy that for $1. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit. I'll go with you. Sure, thanks. I know a small party is what you need. Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from red months. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to do that again, so I'm gonna save. Party, Ben. I'll bring you leftovers. Anyways.
I mean, if it's just filter, why? But if it's Starbucks, I understand. BC, the cheapest one is 100 liras off GERVtuber.
My dear Diamond, I wouldn't even understand if it's Starbucks, because I hate Starbucks. When I was in Berlin, I drank one Starbucks drink, just to know if any of my suspicions were even warranted.
There is an irony that I don't understand.
And the drink was fine, but it was not worth the price at all, and it had a really weird aftertaste that annoyed me so much.
Literally poor food like BC, it's cheap.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and at the same time, McDonald's is raising their prices, which
But
does
here
not
only
make,
rich people can eat it. JP-ish.
which is so dumb. Like, why the fuck? McDonald's were cool because everybody could afford your shit. Now some people can't even afford a fucking burger from your end. Like, really, McDonald's needs to get, and or every other fast food thing except for KFC needs to get their shit together. Anyways,
100 liras.
anyways,
Cheapest.
anyways, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm gonna say bye-bye. Have a nice day. Sleep well and whatnot. Because I hope you had fun. I mean, I definitely had fun.
No.
And I hope
Good night.
see you in the next stream. I mean, that's kind of
Love you. Sleep well.
all of you too. Sleep well. You know what? Before we end it, I'm
Have
gonna
beautiful dreams.
do
Me
something.
hug.
First of all, that one. And this one. And this one.
I hope I never see a stream again. Joking.
See if I at least got petted a little bit before I ended. So again, I hope you had fun. I had fun, and I hope to see you in the next stream
Bye.
video. Whenever you are watching this,